President William Ruto, Your Excellency First Lady Mama Rachel, all colleagues and students and all of us present. Your Excellency, allow me to say 3 things in 3 minutes before I invite you. We are grateful for the incredible organization that has gone to the preparation of the 97th Kenya Music Festival. And Your Excellency, as the patron of the event, allow me through you to thank the Ministry of Education and all the agencies, the teachers, the students and pupils and everybody in between who has made this possible. Music speaks to our souls, and music helps us with the software with which to develop, or with which to drive our country's everyday life. Music speaks to us, and music presents a powerful tool. First, in promoting positive tenets and positive values in the community and in the nation. The things that we want to see: nationhood, hard work, integrity, excellence. All these things, music can help us to nurture them because it speaks to our souls. Music also helps us to fight the negative things that we want to discourage from our society: corruption, laziness, and all manner of bad behavior, including violence and crime. We can fight it through music. And therefore, Your Excellency, I want to support the requests that have been made here, that you consider helping this nation to taking us to the next level, and the proposal for an academy for music and arts and the performance sciences will be quite a value addition to this process. Your Excellency, sir, during the last 2 years, the administration which you lead has been able to make a lot of progress, and I'm happy to see the fruits of the transformation of what was initially conceived as CBC and what now is CBET, from just a curriculum, competence-based curriculum, to a wholesome competence-based education and training. And I like the way we are all gathered here watching performances from the very little ones to the very senior students we have in the university in one or under one roof. Your Excellency, you've seen the multiplication of the number of teachers in our country. You have overseen the construction of a lot of education infrastructure, including classrooms, and the soon-to-be launched laboratory program. You have overseen the multiplication of the enrollments in our TVETs from 297 to almost 700 plus today. You have overseen the transformation of the university funding model to try and retrieve our education system from insolvency and other challenges that were facing our universities. And therefore, Your Excellency, the education reforms that you continue to guide us through will see this country move to the next level. Your Excellency, the last thing I want to say is about the pathways that now our education system is being recognized for. In my very humble submission, as somebody who has been an educationist before, although I was not trained as a teacher, I see a few professors here, including Professor Baraza. You know, professors are not trained teachers, but they teach anyway. So we In my own estimation, the pathways of STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is a powerful pathway that will drive our country to the next level, into the next century. The next pathway of social sciences is equally important, Your Excellency, because while science speaks to our hardware as a country, the roads and the things we want to do in scientific and technological advancement, the social sciences help us to understand that the human person operates in community, and they help us become social beings. So that equally, the social sciences is an important pathway. The arts and sports and the creatives, which is the third pathway, is also important because while science speaks to our minds and makes our minds better, the social sciences talks to us so that we understand the society and the community we live in, so that you can have an engineer who understands they live in a society beyond the science and the mathematics that they have been taught. But the performance arts and the music and all these creatives, Your Excellency, speak to our souls. They speak to our souls. They are the ones that can help us fight corruption, fight the vices like violence, and also help us promote positivity, nationhood, hard work, integrity. And therefore, Your Excellency, these three pathways speak to the wholesome approach of nation building. And I dare say, Your Excellency, as a former professor, that none of these pathways is superior to each other. They are all important. STEM is important. The social sciences are important. The arts and sports are important. And maybe the conversation our policymakers will help us into the future to discuss is whether we need equal numbers in all these qualifications and pathways. I don't think we need the same number of experts in STEM compared to the same number of the social scientists or those in the arts and the creative, the numbers. But in terms of the role and their part in nation building, the three pathways of STEM, social sciences, the sports and arts are equally important, and we must make sure that we protect, defend, and promote all of them if Kenya is going to move to the next level in a whole of society approach. Your Excellency, I stop there and invite you to address us, and I know we will live here better because we believe your leadership is not only the leadership about programs and projects, but it's also visionary, and it's about ideas and where our country needs to go from here. Allow me now to do the traditional way. Tupige makofi ile ya zamani ilikuwa mzuri. Moja, mbili, tatu, ya mwisho.